welcome back to BBC. We're live here at the ESWC at Carrousel de Louvre in Paris, France. And I think we're about to jump straight into the next game, which I believe is the quarterfinals.
Thank you very much, Anna. Ready here to go live with wNv, the surprising Chinese team playing very well, and we're going to watch Mouz Sports. It's going to be a great game. And what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, it's obviously maybe even a potential finals matchup here, playing a little bit early in the quarterfinals right now. So both teams have played extremely well early on. Both teams, wNv undefeated so far. Mouz, on the other hand, though, other than the complexity match, has played absolutely phenomenal this entire tournament. So two very hot teams, two very good teams.
What was the seeding for wNv? Do you know that for their group?
They were not. I do not believe they were a high seed. They were a medium seed. They came out of that and were able to come in as the undefeated team in that group and move on. And then they faced their own the other team from China are in that second round group where they advanced in that group as well as the top seed.
Nice. And what I'm thinking here is that what do you think Mouz Sports' chances are? They lost the game in their group against Complexity pretty big, and now coming in playing the Chinese on the main stage. Do you think it's going to favor them with their routine and all that stuff?
Well, I think Mouz has to be the favorite because they're in a much more pressure situation. I don't know if your cameraman can pull back and show what kind of crowd and what kind of stage we're on here, but it's going to be a very high pressure situation for both teams, and I think Mouz is going to be a little bit more accustomed to it. Germany has a much more developed scene for Counter-Strike, a lot of people following it, a lot of big-time matches they have even on TV there. I think that kind of a setup is going to favor the Mouz team. It's going to be a little more accustomed to this kind of a situation that we're going to be dealing with here. And I think that it's a situation we've seen wNv play very well over the last couple of days. If they can kind of keep that up, obviously they should be able to play. They should be able to play with Mouz, but can they play with the pressure of Mouz? That's the big question, and we're going to get a chance to find out.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You're looking Pop's chair on their left, Pops and Core next to each other, and Gore rubbing up his mouth a little bit down there. And let's see if he really nice split screen we have him from both teams. They're getting ready. They're all looking very focused, and the game is about to get started really soon. And why don't you run through the lineups here for both teams?
I noticed how you made me do it this time since you've had trouble with the names in the past.
I got the Spanish existence, the Mili, Yaqua, and I don't know what.
My tear is coming, trust me. Okay, I'm going to go with Mika, TK, Jungle, Sakula, and Alex for wNv. For Mouz, very traditional lineup. We've seen these guys at lots of events. We've got Gore, Neo, Pappas, Roman R, and Blizzard. Big-time names right there. And again, like I said, big-time experience for Mouz. They really know these kind of situations, and I think this wNv team, it really has going to get a chance to face the big boy right here, and I think that's really going to be important for them. If they can step up here and win this tournament, they have to be considered a favorite. This match, they have to be a favorite to win this tournament. Yeah. And we are getting underway.
We're going live here really soon. We're having some problems with HLTV, unfortunately. They couldn't give us all the angles we wanted, but let's see. I think we're going to have a great game. And Mouz Sports looking like they're pushing in the middle with 4 people up in the middle as the Chinese takes down, Sakura takes down Blizzard, and they're answering up. Neo and Pops taking down Mick and Jungle. Nice 4-on-3 action now with Mouz Sports in control here. They open up the round, but still looking like Mouz answered really good.
Oh yeah, a little exchange of fire there at the, right to start with. We had 2 guys for wNv going down and 1 for Mouz. Exchange in the middle. I'm not sure that was smart by wNv, basically going in at long distance with that USP. And here goes wNv up the left side, going at that, small bomb site.
Here they come, Sakura, TK, but nice headshot from Paps on Sakura, 4-on-2, but they're going to get the bomb planted as TK is on the bomb spot. Now fast backup from Neo and Pops going to the hallways, and TK's looking at the left side, Alex in the middle.
If Mouz can go together, they'll get this round. They've got to go together, and there's
shot
Papas.
By Paps again. Another headshot, and now 4-on-1, not much to do for Alex, and he's just going to see what he can do, not much there. Look, 3 nice kills from Pops, and he was the big player against, who we were watching later, was against complexity, even though they didn't have the team behind him. But he seems to come up big for his team all the time.
Pappas has really played well, even in the initial group stage. He's really been one of the keys for them. I mean, they've always had, Blizzard as one of their main leader guys, but Pappas has really stepped up for them, and they've had some strong play from all of their guys individually. And now they're going into a save round here. Mouz needs to play more conservative here, and again, if you're wNv, they need to go after a few kills. They need to try to get a bomb plant, and I think that's what they're trying to do by going after this weak bomb site here on the left side. A little bit easier to get into and maybe get a plant down, but they need Gore and they need Roman R to step up and be strong right here.
Yeah, and we're watching here as the Chinese is moving slowly. They have nades. They're coming inside on Balsa with a deagle as well, but Roman takes down Jungle and Gore takes down Mick. 5-on-3. They're answering up with an AK. They bought on
bomb
the second
round.
They
need to go after that bomb and get it planted right now. They need to ignore the AK and get the bomb down.
Let's see if he can drop the bomb across to the bomb spot, but they're coming hard. Paps and Neo going aggressive in the hallways.
It looks like wNv did buy really early this round. They got to plant the first round. They bought this round, so it is not a save. It is a buy. They're going to try to win this round and go 1-1, but they're in bad shape right now. Mouz cannot allow them to plant, but they also need to win. So, they want to win the round first off, but if they can stop a plant as well, that's a double bonus for them. So that's what they're looking to do right here. 4-on-2, a little bit of a stall. wNv, they're waiting for wNv to make a mistake, and here it comes.
Oh, nice shot there by TK. 2 nice kills there, but Paps takes him down once again. Paps coming out big for his team, 2-on-1. But I think they did a little bit of mistake there. I would have seen him drop the bomb across into the bomb spot so he could go get the plant.
Yeah, and it might have been a better idea. I don't know how far you could throw that bomb. Probably far enough there you could have gotten it across. But yeah, they
would be far enough, I think.
Mouz basically waiting for wNv to make the first move, and wNv obliged because they didn't throw the bomb like you said. So, basically right there, Mouz going up 2-0, and that was a buy, so you can't count that as a save round. Now wNv is going to have to save here.
Interesting setup here from Pops and Neo in the middle on the Echo round. They know wNv is in the Echo, and they're still playing very aggressive.
Yeah, why push Neo up that far? That's definitely not something you should do. Give up a gun. There they back out of that. That was smart. Probably not a good idea right there.
No, we're watching them here down in the middle. WVN is trying to set up some kind of a boost inside the window. Once again with Deagles. How did he do that?
Well, I mean, they did get the plant the first round. They went with AKs. Maybe all the guys didn't buy out completely, and they have enough money for one deagle, which is what they're doing. They're going to try to use that deagle for their entire team. So if the guy who dies with the deagle, everybody else picks it up, uses that, and here they go out the window.
Here they come on the left side against CT Spawn. Head-to-head action. Nice shot by TK on Pop, but Neil answers on TK. Oh, nice action there from Mouz Sports, providing the backup, providing the rotation, and the crossfire in the middle makes it impossible for wNVs to do something about it.
wNv had a good setup, though. They really wanted to do one idea. They had a good plan. They just weren't able to execute it. Mouz able to take out those guys in a very good action right there in the middle, stopping them from pushing up. And now we're going into a full gun round right here. wNv should be fully loaded. This is going to be important for wNv to change the momentum.
Looks a fast push there from Gore and Roman on the banana. And Jungle is there waiting for them on the flank. But let's see what's going to happen. There's some boost going on in the window, as Blizzard and Neo also pushing up in the hallways on the carpets. Sakla inside the hut. Oh, nice shot by Roman on Jungle. He should have got that kill, Jungle, but he was not expecting Mouz to push so hard.
Yeah, Mouz did push up on that left side, and that left wNv in bad situations. They were messing around with the bomb and the ladder right there, and now basically they're in a 4v, is it 3 or 4? And I can't see. Yeah, they've lost 2 already, so 3-on-5 right now. And Mouz has a clear-cut advantage. Round, basically the numbers say about a 90% victory if you're up on a 5v3. So, wNv in a big, underdog right now in this round. Oh, nice kill there. So that'll help out.
Nice headshot from Alex on Roman. And here they come fast, but Gore is there with the nice smoke there. He's going to provide some backup, but he takes him down through the smoke.
Nice shot. A little bit of spray there, I bet.
Yeah, well played by Gore, and Tiki going to get the bomb planted as well. Alex covering the flank. 2 guys behind there.
We saw this before, haven't we?
Oh, nice shot on Gore. Once again, another big kill. Pops and Gore together. The Austrian players coming up big. Back-to-back rounds.
I think that was a little risky from Mouz, though. Even though they had the situation, they had a 2-on-2 there because Gore and Pappas didn't wait for Blizzard and Neo to show up. if they'd have gotten taken out, there would have been an opportunity for wNv to win that round. A little risky. Mouz seems to be, feeling it right now. They're not even waiting for their teammates and playing more conservatively. I think they sense they can put this team away if they can continue to play well early on like this.
I have to disagree with you on that one, though, because if you see how they were playing that round, you had two guys pushing from behind, and they saw Alex was covering the flank, so they waited for Gore and Pops to make the move inside the small bomb spot.
Though? I mean, why risk it? You've got a situation of 4-on-2. I play the odds, make sure I win the round. There's no reason to risk it.
I know what you mean, but I think that they meant that Alex, they saw him pushing back to provide backup, so then he was in a bad position in a crossfire, so that made an easy kill for Gore, which they executed perfectly. But as you say, if Alex would have taken those two players down, it would be a 2-on-2, and probably with the bomb plan, it would be an easy win for the Chinese team.
Situation. In exchange here early on now, 4-on-4 situation, and wNv is attacking. Good attack right now. They're in the bomb site. If they can get in, they got in. 3 guys left now, 3-on-3. That's good odds. This is much better. We've been seeing 4-on-2s with the bomb down in that left bomb site, but now we got 3-on-3. wNv is in a great position right now.
Wow, nice headshot by Neo.
Neo.
He have to play that much smarter on the flank. Now it's going to make his team in a bad situation as Alex and Mick in the bomb spot. Yes. Here they come. Wow.
Big kill there by Neo, too.
Oh, 2-on-1. Roman and Neo coming out big for Mousesports once again. That's a big mistake from Tiki covering the flank to try to challenge him in the flank.
And again, that's another point where you're talking about conservative play. You want to stick together. You want to provide cover for each other. And by not doing that, you left Mika in a situation there at the end where he's having to cover a guy coming from the halls and a guy covering from middle. It's impossible to cover those multiple angles against players of the skill level of Mouz. So basically, they take him out right there and win the round. 5-0 right now. Little mistakes are adding up against wNv, and they haven't been able to win gun rounds right now.
As we were talking about pregame, was that we're having a lot of pressure on the Chinese team, a very unexperienced team compared to Mousesports in front of that huge crowd
to me,
out
I think
there.
These little mistakes are coming from that. There's a little bit of pressure, and they showed it so far.
They have been, sitting up there playing in front of that crowd, it's going to make you nervous, no matter how experienced you are, but it's always favors to do.
What do you think? They've probably got at least 1,500, maybe 2,000 people standing in front of them. It's a lot different seeing 1,500 people in your HLTV than it is staring at their faces right around your monitor. That's a different scenario. So, been big pressure so far, and they haven't been able to respond.
Here they come on the upper box.
Nice
Blizzard with three nice kills. Bomb is down in the big pit, and Alex still up there. Waiting for the rotation on jungle, but he's not providing much help for Alex, and he takes him down. But again, 4-on-1 for Mousesports with a bomb in control in the big pit. And
odds have been in Mouse's favor the entire match, basically. Every time. And when they have been in equal odds, they've gotten good play from somebody such as Neo last round to take out a few guys to make it good odds for them. So again, Mouz continues to play the odds, continues to play the angles, and put themselves in good positions to win rounds, and they pick up another one. 6-0 so far. Mouz is really dominating this. Everybody thought the Chinese team was going to be, the team to beat. I really was just waiting for the ball to drop almost. It's not over yet, but at the same time, they have not looked good in these first 6 rounds, that's for sure.
It's too much for the Chinese to handle, and
maybe as the match goes on, they'll develop a little bit more immune to it. They'll become more settled down and more relaxed. But so far, they definitely look tight.
And Gore and Roman once again with an aggressive setup on the banana, and here they come. Head-to-head action is gonna happen in the banana.
For Gore here to get at least one guy. He's going to be in a tough position if he doesn't, and Jungle is going to provide him with one. What is he doing?
Nice kill by Roman, and Gore just letting him pass and taking out the second guy. Nice 2 big headshots by Sankula. Wow, he's going to get the bomb planted as Blizzard is too late to provide the backup on the bomb spot.
Though. They've had a D-Eagles only, it looks like, and that's going to work out well for wNv. They get a plan out of that. Yeah. Get a good plan out of that, and now they're going to have a chance to go into the next round with full money. They won't win this round, as there goes Pappas to come in and take that. But still, getting a plant there in a save situation was great work. I think Mouz, not realizing it was a save situation, lost 6 rounds. They probably thought they'd have enough to buy. Didn't play back. They played a little more aggressive there, and it probably would have been a great strategy against guns, but, with a save like that, it probably wasn't the smartest move.
We're watching here the team leader of the Chinese team, and he's talking a lot to his team like, hey, come on, guys, pick it up.
Yeah,
we gotta win this round.
need to forget about what's going on in front of you, you know, with all those people watching you, and start focusing on the the monitor in front of you.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. And here we're watching wNv is boosting once again inside the window. And once again, Gore and Roman pushing very hard on the banana. Looks like that's very good for them because they can provide fast backup to the big bomb spot.
Oh, and right there, Roman R he's right there. He's in contract with that guy. He's, they're fighting back and forth.
Nice shot from Jungle
Gore,
and Roman.
If Gore just steps out and takes him out, he would have saved his teammate. I really think that's a mistake. Gore had an opportunity to isolate them, make it a 5-on-4 for Mouz. Instead, now it's a 4-on-5 for wNv. Big mistake, I think.
And we're watching, I think it is Alex here on the no, it's Mick coming outside on the big hut. Nice exchange in the middle. Neo and Pops taking down Alex and Jungle. Sakula takes down Neo, and now it's a 3-on-2 for the Chinese team. Perhaps a little bit of a break for them here if they can win this round.
Yeah, Gore's going hallway. Watch for him on the backside. He's going to be key. If they want to win this round, Mouz does, they're going to need Gore to be successful. Here he comes around the flank. Watch for him to show up on that left
look
ledge
at this.
there.
Gore coming behind Mick out on the balcony, but there's good position from the Chinese on the after plant situation. Paps, nice shot by Sakula on Gore, and this is a 3-on-1.
As soon as that happened, Pappas ran 5 life there. That's another reason, but also he lost his teammate up in that that upper area, and he's going to play it smart. This is smart. I mean, obviously you don't have a ton of money, but you do. I mean, you have a ton of money from winning all these rounds, but again, why waste it? Why even waste one gun?
Well played by Pops. It's like a 1% chance, or even less, if he's going to win that round with 5 health points. So I think he did the right call.
Play the odds, stay back, hold the gun. Let's go into the next round with an extra gun, and let's also go in with a little bit of momentum. And if we can turn around and win this round, we basically eliminate any money advantage that wNv had been getting from losing all of those consecutive rounds, and put themselves in a position to maybe run it 14-1 possibility if they can do that correctly.
Look at this, very interesting here from Mouz Sports. If they're playing defensive in the small bomb spot, they're playing aggressive in the big bomb spot, and opposite, which is a very smart tactic because they can always provide a cross fire backup rotation very fast.
Here's a little aggressive action here in the window.
See,
they're right below them.
Yep.
This is going to be very interesting in this window here. If they do boost, they didn't decide to actually.
Also, Blizzard head-to-head action with Sakula now, but TK takes down Neo, and head-to-head action on the hallways.
Oh, there's
and
the big kill.
Blizzard comes out top on that battle.
Yeah, and a good spam there by TK, but he gets taken out by Pappas, who've been waiting all along in there in the window. Finally jumps out and takes him out. So TK goes down. 3 guys left for wNv. They are going to go after that left bomb site
nice rotation here from
you
Gore.
You can see them coming in. Here comes the flash.
He's in perfect shape to provide backup, and Roman takes down Jungle as they're moving inside.
Oh, look how quickly he jumps in.
Mick
Nice.
takes down Gore, and now it's like, Mick takes down Roman. It's going to get the bomb planted. 1-on-2 situation with Paps coming on the banana, and Blizzard providing fast backup through the CT base.
They do have the numbers here, but I wish, in that situation, you look back at that, one guy attacks for Mouz, the other guy stays back. If they're going to do that, they should say, okay, let's both hit him now and counterattack it. Instead, they stayed back and allowed Mika to take him out individually.
Important round here for Mick. Otherwise, he's going to be a save. Blizzard takes him down. Mick gets the kill with the grenade, though, but it's too late.
How much life?
22 health points.
I mean, had he been any closer to that nade, it might have been able to. That would have been an interesting way to win a round. But everybody dead, but the bomb's still ticking. You win the round by the bomb plant. That'd be very, very peculiar. But at the same time, not able to pull that off. 8-1 now. And now wNv has no money.
No money. They're gonna have a.
Looks like they were buying. Well, it looks like they were buying for each other, so they might be able to pull out this round of buy.
They're very late coming out of the spawn, and look at this. Pops the Neo pushing hard in the middle with a lot of nades from the banana. Well played in the middle from Mouz Sports from their respective bomb spots. And now we're having wNv is moving slowly. It looks like they don't know what tactic they're going to use.
Yeah,
a couple of guys.
That late buying, they were buying for each other. That threw their tactics off. They didn't know which tactic to run. Now they're trying to figure it out, and I think they're just going with the default left bomb site now.
Look at this. Once again, defensive on the small bomb spot, aggressive in the big bomb spot.
Yeah, and again, it looks like Mouz is playing way defensive in that left bomb site. Really quite defensive.
But look at this backup. Here they come on the crossfire backup, and now moving inside. Roman takes down Jungle. Gore takes down Mick. It's a 5-on-3 for Mouz Sports. And
wow, they're not even going to get in the bomb site.
Look at that. That's just too much to handle for the Chinese. They're all over him. Blizzard
It's all
finishes
over.
off. This is a one-sided game so far.
That was pretty humiliating, actually.
Yeah.
Not even getting in the bomb site right there. Mouz playing as defensive as they were, you should have been able to at least get in and maybe get a plant. Although, and that wasn't even possible. Good, decent smokes. I don't think they smoked enough on that right side in order to get in, but they did. They did get crossfired big time by Mouz through that smoke.
I think the key here is that Mouse Sports is able to push wNv to where they want, because they can push up on banana, or if they play defensive, they can push up in middle. They're controlling the Chinese team on the CT side, which should be the opposite,
Correct.
The other way around.
We have it both defensive this time for the first time from Mouz, playing back in both bomb sites. You can see that from the overhead. Basically, you just stay back. And both, you keep the whole thing under. And like you said, they've been playing aggressive on one side and defensive on the other. This time they're not. They're playing defensive on both.
Very interesting, because you can see that
and they keep
really,
mixing it up, too, which is
mixing
smart.
it up and really well played, because they can always provide
there
very
you go.
fast
You
backup.
see in the overhead now, they're playing back in all their positions. Before, we saw them playing up close in some of the positions.
But the difference is that they should be in a save round, but they're not. So the Chinese is taking a little bit of irrational decisions here.
They've gone with a non-save. Well, no, they've got Deagles.
Yeah. They got Deagles and some AKs and some Galils, but this is working out for them. Pops takes down Sakla though on a 3-on-4.
Yeah, but we'll see how much armor they have right now.
Bad positions here. They're all close to each other. Gore takes down Alex 3-on-3 now, moving on the bomb spot. Pops flanking from the right side. Let's see Mick in the big hut. TK up on the balcony. Nice shot by Jungle and Mick on Roman and Paps there to finish them off. A little bit of a breather, 2-9. Good call from the Chinese.
Yeah, and I think Mouz was even surprised by how bunched up they were. They didn't look for them in the bomb site there in that situation, and that allowed Jungle to basically take the first guy out, quickly rotate, move a little bit to his left there, and he took out the next guy. So 2 big kills by Jungle there allowed them to win that round, and now they're up. Well, then now they're coming back slightly, 9-2. They've got to put a few more rounds together,
making it less humiliating.
Well, so far at least, yeah. If they can come back and win, if they can come back 9-6, it wouldn't be that bad at all. But again, so far they have not looked very good at all in the rounds that they've lost. The 2 that they have won have been kind of squeaked out. So
Sakla opening it up for the Chinese.
wNv starting to settle down though. That's for sure.
Bliss is pushing up on the carpet in the left side of the map. It's going to be head-to-head action with Mick in the left side. Look at this. Oh, Mick takes him down. 5-on-3. Alex takes down Pops. Well played, but there's a fast rotation from Gore. He's inside the box, but as Roman is providing backup throughout the CT base. Gore with 2 big kills on the Chinese.
Roman's got to come now, though. He's way behind. Slow rotation. Yeah, Gore needed to hide there in that situation. Instead, he got picked off. Now it's a 1-on-3, and Roman's in bad position right now.
Interesting call from Mick, planting inside the bomb spot as Sackler's on the balcony. TK flanking on the backside. He takes him down and wins the round. 3-9 score total here in the first half. We're watching the quarterfinals of ESWC 2005.
And you can tell that the wNv team has settled down. And the real way you can tell that is because the entry kills have started to even out. Before it was entirely Mouz's. Every entry kill was going to Mouz. Now it's starting to become a little bit more, even maybe a little bit to wNv's side, and you can tell that their nerves have started to settle down. They're starting to hit their shots more, and that will even the map out. Now, have they done too much damage to themselves early on, though, is the question.
Jungle's going to have a head-to-head action on the banana with Gore. Jungle takes him down. 3 guys rotating in the CT side. Back to the bombs, but they were aggressive in middle this time again, but now they're doing a rotation. Oh, nice shot by Jungle on Roman.
See, and wNv's too spread out right here now, though. They've basically got themselves all spread out in their bomb site. They can't rotate fast enough. They've got a weakness in Mouz's lineup. Well, it's probably not going to matter now. It's only a 5-on-2 now, and Mouz is not going to be able to do much here. I think they'll probably save their guns. So Mouz falling back right now. It looks like, they are going to save their guns right here.
Okay, they were watching here as Neo is in the middle, though, creeping down under that middle hut. Oh, nice shot here from Mick. It's an echo round for Mouz Sports, of course. And, nice shot from Paps on Sakula, but TK finishes him off. So, Oh, a little bit of comeback here with 2 back-to-back rounds here for the Chinese. It's 4-9.
9-4, yeah. So definitely come back a little bit. They would love to get the last 2. That is wNv.
If they can get the last 2 rounds and win the pistol round, that could change the momentum totally around.
It would be basically back to an even score at that point. Yep. But it's still a long way to go before that's going to happen. And Mouz needs to start, winning a few of those entry kills, start putting together some stuff, and I think they need to go back with their aggressive style strategy. They haven't done it here in this round so far. If you go back to the overhead, they're basically playing back again. So I don't think they're going to be playing aggressive here at all.
We're watching some interesting setup again from Mouz Sports. One guy is boosted up on that triple boost spot over the bomb spot in the upper bomb, in the primary bomb spot. Mick TK with the bomb on the right side carpet as Jungle and Alex and Sakala is moving to the small bomb. So they're going to probably do a fake in the small bomb spot and have the bomb coming down on carpet and trying to get an easy plant if there's going to be a fast rotation from Mouz. Nice opening kill for Jungle, very important. Here's the rotation, 2 guys rotating. Blizzard going up on carpet though. Oh, but Mick takes him down, and now Neo and Pops should return. Neo is reacting very fast. Jungle inside the small bomb spot.
Blizzard could have basically won that round for his team right there if he would have actually got a kill.
And Mouz Sports is going to be a bad money situation for the last round.
Yeah, they are. And Blizzard could have won that round for them if he'd have been able to take out those 2 guys in the halls, but unable to do so.
I think he was rotating too fast. He didn't check.
And he was. But again, you can't fault him. He's probably getting a call of an all rush to banana bomb site to the weaker left bomb site, and when he heard that, he just probably went for a fast long rotation and ran into 2 guys from wNv.
But very important there that I think it's something very interesting we saw here is that you actually have one guy just checking out there before he rotates. Because it's worth it. Because a lot of teams try to fake with the bomb on the carpets.
But you're also a little so worried about trying to get over to the other bomb site because it's so hard to retake.
It's very hard to retake.
So I agree with you to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's like, maybe not want to do that. Neo, 2 big kills there at the end, just to make note of that. I'm not sure how well that'll play into it, but 2 important kills for him. He'll probably be able to buy a gun for one of his teammates.
Agree. At least he can save his weapon as well. That's what I was going to get to. But now, it won't hurt the Chinese team as they're in good money control for the last round here. Let's see. Well, if they can get this round, it's only a three-point game, and starting CT side, if they win the pistol, could be turning everything around.
I think Mouz needs this round just for the momentum aspect. They don't necessarily need it for the score, but they need it for just to feel like they were in the game at the end there, and that they can come back and dominate in the second half. So this is an important round momentumly for Mouz, and wNv again, adjusting to the pressure of the stage, starting to play well, and if Mouz can kind of shut the door here and say, you know what, you still may have come back here at the end, but it was still our half, that's important.
Good analyze there. As you say, they're adjusting now to the atmosphere. And look at this, Roman and Gore pushing pretty hard on Banana, now rotating back to the big bomb spot.
And Mouz is a little out of position at the moment.
Are they in time? Mick Sakala, TK coming hard up on balcony now. That's Alex Pride back about Paps openings up. The Sakula answers on Paps. Switching out kills back and forth. Blizzard takes down Sakala. Oh, Blizzard
nice job by Blizzard.
Alex. Now TK and Jungle 2-on-4 against Mouz Sports. Oh, look at that. TK takes down Neo. Jungle takes down Blizzard. 1-on-1. Gore takes him down. No, 2-on-1.
Two combination kills there by Gore and a couple combination kills by Blizzard. Really did the damage right there. Again, that was more of a round like the previous ones. wNv didn't get a very good entry. Not as much flashing to take out Blizzard. He was able to stay alive there underneath the awning or the overhang, and once they did come out, wNv was toast from him, and then Gork mopping up. Look at the crowd. That's amazing. You guys can get a chance to see what they look like. Unbelievable amount of people. I've been in that stage, and it's just unbelievable to see. That's exactly what we've been talking about. And here we go into the actual first round of the second half now. Just amazing to see this. The comeback by wNv making it a very close game, 10-5 right now overall, just to recap.
Yeah, I'm back here. I had to change my battery. Oh, look at this. Chinese pushing up hard, takes down Roman, and now it should be a fast reaction on Mouz Sports in the middle. But Jungle on the backside managed to take out Pabst, And Sakla takes down Neo. Can he get the
Blizzard's going
plant
to get a
down?
plant, though.
That's very important.
He should get a plant, even though they're
What is
probably...
he doing? Oh, he takes down Sakla with the bomb.
He's gonna go to the other bomb site. That's very impressive. If we get a switch
4-on-2.
to Blizzard here, he's gonna make his way
no
around behind.
communication with the Chinese. They don't know that he's going to the small bomb spot.
And look at Gore. He's running away, taking the attention away from the
Perfect
bomb
play from
site.
Gore, and Blizzard
needs the plant
down.
though. He needs to
Look
get the
at
plant
this.
down.
You see on the overview what's going on. But Jungle takes down Gore 4-on-1.
That was a mistake. Blizzard taking too long. Gore playing
they're
it
guessing
perfectly.
the right bomb spot though.
Yeah, and Gore basically. Oh, if he can get behind that box,
can he use
this is
Tide?
going to be
Can
great.
he use Tide?
No, what are you doing shooting at the first
TK
guy?
takes him
Oh
down.
my gosh.
Oh, he had it. He had him from behind.
Why not let him go?
Oh,
Let him go
wow.
by and clean them up as they go by. That was a huge mistake. Blizzard made
pressure.
two
It's
of
all
them there.
about the pressure.
Made two mistakes there. First one, he should have planted a lot sooner. I don't know why. He thought maybe there was somebody over there or something, but he should have gone right in and planted. Second, Gore needed to stay alive a little bit longer for him.
That was key.
Although
that was key.
I have to give Gore props. He continued to fall back, and let his teammate have time.
It was the bait there,
yeah. And then basically, when we finally got down to it, Blizzard should have let those guys run by a little bit more.
Yeah,
They
I
had
think
a better
so
chance.
too. That could have been cool taking out the two
that
last
was
guys.
That was a very cool round to watch, though, as that developed.
Here they come. Mousespor's hard inside,
Quick
but
rush.
Jungle takes down 3 guys now, and 5-on-2 for the Chinese. Blizzard takes down Mick. As Alex finishes on Blizzard.
No plant there, though. That's the important part. They
Look at
did
the
get
score.
a plant first round. Back to even, basically.
No.
Wait.
10-7 for Mouzesport.
It's getting there, though.
It's getting there. It's still a
That's what I
three-point game.
meant.
But
I wasn't necessarily meaning it was even yet, but we're starting to creep our way back there. wNv with that pistol round, but again, I think Mouse will buy right here. This is an important round for Mouse.
They got
they
the
win
plant.
it. They still are in great shape. They can get up at 11.
let's see. This is going to be a key round for the Chinese to be able to control, get back into this game. And the most important thing here, if you look at it, is that if Mousesports manages to win this round, I think that the game is over. I think that they will control the money situation.
Not entirely over, but it's very close to over.
Yes.
It's going to take a lot of momentum shift in wNv's favor to be able to come back in that situation. I agree with you. It's a very critical round for that.
Let's see here. Very important round. But the Chinese team in a bad situation if they can get a lot of flashes and smokes on that right side.
Great view right there.
Yeah. Look at this.
As they come in, you can see that
Slowly, here they
them coming
come.
in.
No nades, though. So, Jungle and Mick takes down Pops and Gore. Well played. 5-on-3 now for the Chinese. Here's their backup. Roman takes down Jungle, but they're going to get the plant down.
No, the bomb was sitting out there. It still hasn't gone down. It's got to go down now
Here's
if you
the
want to have a
plant.
chance.
I know Mouse was very good in holding that bomb spot. Aggressive play from Blizzard sneaking
snuck
up.
That's important. If he can stay alive right there, that's going to be huge.
But he's playing aggressive. Why does he do that? Sakla takes down Blizzard. Once again, a mistake from Blizzard. 4-on-2 for the Chinese. Here they come as a team, moving 2 guys, 3 guys on the side hallways, and TK in the middle, just covering on the bomb spot.
And here they come. They're coming in right now. Big
Neil
kills.
takes down Alex. TK finishes up on Roman, and well played run from the Chinese.
Yeah,
Blizzard once again a mistake.
Yeah, my MVP choice before the tournament was Blizzard. I'm kind of feeling, feeling a little bad about that now. He's definitely letting me down here. 2 back-to-back mistakes, and that one right there could have. If he'd have stayed there, he could have probably killed at least 2, maybe 3 of the Chinese guys as they came into the site.
And he's putting your favorite pick for the tournament in jeopardy here.
Oh, I think it's already gone by this point.
Yeah, not looking too good for Mousesports. They have got some plants down, though. You have to consider that.
They
so
bought
the
here, though. I think they're probably going to save, so that'll put it out to a 4-0
and bad
score.
defensive setup from the Chinese. Let's see. Neo's challenging up from the balcony, sneaking up on the left side with the bomb.
here.
Is Mousesports with the Deagles. We're watching Pops on the big screen here. Let's see. They're sneaking up here on the left side. Let's see. But good position for the Chinese. Lucky setup for them, basically. Head-to-head action. Nice job by Sakla and TK. Oh, Neo and Roman with 2 big headshots.
They left
but
the bomb,
they left
though.
the bomb behind. Once again, a mistake from Mousesports. 2-on-2. But let's see. Jungle, 55 health points. Having control of the bomb. Oh, nice headshot on Neo.
The bomb's sitting right there to the
1-on-2.
right there next to Jungle.
He needs an important kill here from Roman. He misses the shot. Well played round from Jungle. 4 kills.
Stayed back, stayed on the bomb. Very conservative, very smart by wNv right there. And I don't think, we talked about it early on, the first 9 rounds. Mouz was doing this. They were playing smart. They were playing well. Now wNv seems to be doing it, and it seems to be that Mouz is making the mistakes.
They're making simple, stupid mistakes.
Yeah,
challenging on the after plans, forgetting the bomb behind.
Yeah,
they're more experienced than that.
Yeah, and we expect more from them. I don't know what's going on with them right now, but they seem to be the ones that are, feeling the pressure, of the situation where they can close it out and move into the semifinals. And now they're basically, falling apart on us right here. And again, wNv starting to put it together. They see an opportunity. They get an opportunity to get themselves back in it, and they're taking advantage of it. Grabbing it with
the
both
Chinese
hands.
still playing very defensive on the upper bombs, but they did that throughout the game now on the CT side. And Mousesports moving up on the middle is Gore and Blizzard together with Roman. Roman covering the left side. We got Gore and Blizzard checking the right side as Pops and News on the carpets.
Good smokes right there. Good flashes. Looks like they're going to try to fake that left side, and they went to the right side, actually got 2 big entry kills now, and this is going to be very interesting. Alex is in a terrible position. He's got to get a kill here. No, he doesn't. Alex takes him.
Mick
gets
and
taken
Jungle
down by
should
Roman
save their
R.
weapons, and you
They
see
should.
Jungle
There
and
they fall.
Mick both falling back. Well played from the Chinese as they're getting more and more into this game. Total score after this round will be 11-9 for Mousesports.
Yeah, and that was an important round for Mousesports. They executed perfectly on their strategy. They finally got a gun round where they could actually be successful and weren't in poor money situation. Now they should go after these guns, take them away from wNv, and put themselves in a position where they can just basically run the rest of this half.
But Mousesports is too experienced to let them live. And Jungle and Mick takes down some good job
there were the two opportunities to take those guns away, and they weren't able to pull it off. It was smart by Mouz to go after that, but it was also great by wNv to be in positions to stop it.
I think it was not worth it because wNv still have won 4 rounds in a row. They have good money.
I'd still risk it though, because if you ask me, you take away those M4s. If they can get one more round here, Mouz can. They'll force at least 1 save round, maybe 2 for wNv. So I think it's got to be something you do here.
But considering Mousesports is in a bad money situation, they only have
AKs are so cheap you can get away with doing it. In my opinion.
But if they lose this one, they still lose a lot of money. They lost probably a total of $7,000 there.
Yeah, it's possible, and we'll see what it pays off. If Mouz can win this round right here, it won't really matter too much. And that risk was probably worth it. If they don't, then that probably was an unnecessary risk that's going to come back and bite them. So we'll see. A quick looks like a 3-man middle, two in the hallway rush
just
here.
like the last tactic that they won. And here they come up middle, or are they faking it? Roman alone up the middle. Sakla going head-to-head action with him. Blizzard providing backup on the left side. He's still in middle.
A little back and forth there.
A lot of flashbangs.
Yeah, Alex came out. Roman was blinded, so he had to stay back. And those two players just basically back and forth right there.
Switching out players on the big hut is Sakla with Neo and Pops on TK.
Kills.
Here they come on the right side once again. Pops takes down Alex. Moving inside the box. But Sakla is waiting for him. Blizzard takes down Blizzard and Gore. And now Pops. Oh, Sakla takes down Pops as well. 1 of 3.
Unbelievable play. Those 3 kills right there.
Look at this. Well played round from Sakla on the bomb spot. Coming up big for his
and
team.
Look at the hand. He's, you're really excited right there. Gets a big round for his team. They're really getting pumped up right now. They're up 5-1. And they're starting to do what Mouz did in the first half.
11-10 total score, and Mousesports have to save.
Yeah. It's starting to look like wNv's got a shot at winning this thing. They definitely can put it together. They got to keep winning the rounds and keep getting themselves in good positions like they've done. But Mouz, that one strategy that worked, wNv quickly countered that by being more aggressive the next round.
Interesting setup here from wNv on the save round. No save round. Look at this. Now we have the bomb on the carpet. A lot of guys.
They had that extra money though. I think that was a smart move that they risked that last round. But here they got to win this round, or you're right, they will be in a save.
Otherwise, they're going to be in a bad situation. If they lose this one, it will be an 11-11 score
and
with a save round coming up. So. Let's see what Neil. Oh, nice headshot on Sakla in the middle by Neil.
Wow.
As TK rotating back.
That guy.
Alex in a good position. Takes down 2 guys in the middle. 3 guys in the middle. And Blizzard answers on Alex. 2-on-3 now. But look at this team. Well played round for the Chinese
Alex
team.
boosted up on that roof right there. Quickly and most of the time when you get boosted up in those kind of positions, you're not able to get more than one guy because you're so focused on being, getting that guy that you don't recognize all the guys that come out. Alex, though, able to account for all those different people underneath him and taking out targets quickly and effectively, but not becoming overstressed by it, and did an excellent job there. 3 big kills in a tough position in terms of getting that. So I'm very impressed. No plant. It hasn't been a plant the last couple of rounds.
Here they come inside the small bomb spot. It's Roman and Gore. 3 guys on the left. It looks like a split against the small bomb spot. TK is waiting with the crossfire with Alex in the middle.
Blizzard takes down Alex, though.
Well played there from Blizzard. Now with the bomb
that was a mistake by Mouse's guys on the left bomb site. They should have waited. They tried to be too aggressive.
Patience here.
Yeah, and Mouse's just looks like they're pushing too much. They want to get the round. They want to win this game. Instead of letting wNv make the mistakes to come to him, and there you go. They waited. wNv waited this time, and Mouz brought it right to him, and they take him out. 7-1 score now.
As we said, now the game is looking differently with a 12-11 total score for the Chinese.
Yep.
Well played game from them.
Yeah, and they definitely look a lot better now than they did early in that first half. I mean, they definitely look like they had the nerves in the first half, and now in the second half, they look very good.
They're mixing their tactics up, pushing now on banana. 3 players with Pops and Roman. Nice shot by Roman on Jungle Doll on the banana. And there, Alex and Mick is falling back, but they didn't know they were there. Yes, Pops takes down Mick. 1 on 3. Alex takes down Gore. Alex takes down Pops. Can he come up big once again? No, Roman takes him down. No, fast rotation.
Now the question here is maybe fall back and go back to the other bomb site. You've got them committed. Oh no, they're going to go in. They're going to go in.
So this looks like a Mouz Sports round now. 3 on 2 with the bomb planted. That's TK and Sako. They are going to go for it on the side hallways. It's TK head-to-head action with Blizzard.
Yeah, that overhead view. TK needs to get this opening kill if they want to have a shot.
Nice there, shot by TK, 2 on 2. But Neo takes down TK, 1 on 2 for Sakula. Can he get the job done? Chinese coming up big, couple of rounds in a row.
Mouz is starting to play smarter now. There you go. Playing back, letting Sakula come to them. That was smart.
That's what they need to do if they got to win this game.
They've got to continue to keep doing that if they want to be successful. You've got to let the other team make that aggressive movement in that kind of a situation where you have those numbers advantage. And it seems like Mouz hasn't been doing that as well this half as they did in that first half.
The Chinese, they don't know much about how they play. Don't challenge their skill. Use your experience. Use your team play.
That's exactly what I was talking. I was talking to Complexity about this a little while ago. In between when they were picking, matches, and they were talking about, well, we don't really want to face the Chinese. I was like, it's not so much the problem of facing the Chinese and their great aim. You just need to play more smart tactically yourself. Let them come to you. That's their big problem for the wNv team, has been their ability to work tactically together. And if you can use that advantage, and Mouz seems to have had that early on, and now they've kind of abandoned it.
Almost.
And they kind of look like they wanted to win the match with their skill. They thought they had enough, and that's not the way they're going to win this match. They're going to win the match the way they did it in the first 9 rounds, playing together.
Inside a small ball, so Neo takes down, and Alex rotates back, but Blizzard takes down Mick now, going inside and going to get the bomb planted again. Well played round from Mouz Sports.
Those smokes allowed them to get in.
Key.
Very good coordinated effort right there, and now they're in a great shape. And here comes Jungle pushing. Yeah, he's going to get taken out right there. Bad move. He pushed too much, not waiting for his teammates, and now wNv making some of the mistakes, and Mouz starting to play smart again.
The key in this round was Neo getting the entry kill in the primary bomb spot, because that we saw Alex was rotating back. He was actually going for the backup on the small bomb spot, but once Neo killed that guy, he reacted and went back to the seat base on the primary bomb spot, and that even gave it no chance for the Chinese to win the round.
wNv falling back and saving their guns now, and it seems like almost like a light went on to the Mouz team. They realized, okay, we've finally fallen behind in this match for the first time. Let's start playing the way we did in the first 9 rounds. Play more defensively, play more tactically, start using each other to help each other become, to win these rounds, and now they're starting to pick up rounds. They've gotten this last one. They've gotten, a little bit of the momentum back. 7-3 score in this second half, overall being
13-12
13-12
for Mouz Sports now. So they're getting back in control of this game. Let's see how the money situation is for the Chinese. There are 2 guys in the small bomb spot. Alex watching middle with TK and Sakla on the primary bomb spot. Looks like they're stacked up there. We're watching here. Pops the Neo rotating back in the middle. Very slow play from Mouz Sports. They are not sure if the Chinese have weapon or not, so they're going to try to find out before they make a move.
Yeah, and they're kind of waiting patiently to see what's going to happen, although I don't think they would. It seems careless of me to think that they would not be buying in this situation. They won enough rounds in a row. They should have enough money to buy here. If they lose another round, then wNv might be in danger of not having enough money. But the slow play paying off, though. They were able to get that pick.
Well, on the rotation by Mick, as he was falling for the fake in the primary bomb spot, and the miscommunication from the Chinese.
The smokes are in bad position there by the Mouse, and that almost cost them. But now they're going to get the plant from Gore, as they did manage to get across. 4-on-3, and Blizzard playing the flank. Gary gets the kill. Nice job.
Perfect play.
He's coming up behind, and he's going to stop them from saving, too, which is also important. TK, he doesn't know TK's there, though. He's right behind him. There he goes. He takes him out. And now TK is going to go save that gun.
Roman is not going to let him get the save on the weapon. So Neo, Roman spreading out their team, playing very, very routine.
They're spreading out through the map to make sure they find him. And Neo shouldn't be looking there. He knows Pappas is there. Why is he not looking the other direction? That was a mistake. And now
well played by TK. Nice headshot on
taken out, and he knew where he was at too. 2 mistakes there by Mouse in situations where they should have picked that up.
You don't want to go head to head or head on with your skill against the Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, the Chinese seem to be winning these battles now. After they got past the nerves early on, their skill has really started to impress me. I'd heard a lot about it from everybody else. I hadn't had a chance to watch their matches. A lot of casting over here, but also, been focused on a couple of the other teams playing in the tournament. And their aim is very much impressive to me. They've definitely won the individual battles. Mouse has only been successful when they're working together, and you can't really chase him there in that
Let's
situation.
See here if we're
like
going
to
see.
You're not going to work together.
What do you think? Let's see if we're going to have one of the most successful weapon run we've seen from Mouse Sports is that 3 guys going middle and 2 guys moving up on carpet, and then they do a split on the right side
and
of
it
the
looks like
primary
they're
bomb
doing
spots.
opposite of what they did last round. If those who were watching the overhead saw that, they basically had Roman in the middle, faking middle, putting pressure on middle, trying to make it so that they would rotate, and putting 4 guys in banana bomb site. Now it's kind of the opposite. He's faking to the banana bomb site, putting a lot of smokes in there, and now they're going to go to the main bomb site.
Gore is already up in the middle, but he can see Jungle behind his smoke. Look at that. Very interesting. Here's the fake from Mouse Sports as they're moving back to the small bomb spot.
And Jungle should have had that.
Yeah,
that was a head-to-head right there.
Now look at this. Here's the rotation from the Chinese as Neo and Paps is just
this
waiting
is a fake
for
right
it.
here. They're waiting.
Well
the 3
played,
guys,
Mouse Sports
3 guys
round.
have gone into the site, and now they're going to walk right into this main bomb site.
Chinese
Switch
player.
over to the halls right now, and you'll
TK's
see. Here they go, right into the site.
Yeah, TK's too late. They know it. Oh, we got fooled, guys. But they should just try to save their weapons now. As Mouse Sports is playing perfectly,
and if they're going to go for
this,
this, they've got to go together. Right now, they're too spread out if they're going to go after this. I don't think they're going to be able to. They should save, you're right.
Nice kill. Blizzard, 2 kills on Mick and Alex here. This is going to give them a draw point game with 15 rounds if they win this round.
Yeah, and again, wNv now finally starting to realize they should probably save maybe 2 guys too late right there.
A little bit too late here.
And now I don't know what their money situation's like. We didn't get a chance to see that. But they've got to be running. They've got to be getting a little bit lower after the consecutive rounds that Mouse was able to win right there. So now 4-on-2, about to end. Yeah, there goes the bomb. 7-4 right now. Is that the final?
15-12 score for Mouse Sports.
No, 7-5 now. Excuse me.
Oh, right. So, but it still makes it 15-12.
15-12. We were right originally, yeah. I kind of mixed you up there, didn't I?
Yeah. But it's okay. But listen to this. The Chinese guys have to win this round.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going home.
Yeah, it's over.
This is a single elimination bracket.
Do or die. Yep. Setting up now. Mouse kind of going slow, trying to see what's up, and obviously wNv, poor money situation probably, but they're forced to buy because it is the last round.
And interesting setup, playing very defensive here. If you have so bad weapon, you should play aggressive on the big bomb spot, but they do not.
It looks like Jungle had an off there, though. So they do have, they must have a lot of money, which I'm surprised they have that much. And a good nade right there. Saw that on the guy in the hallway there. That is Neo. And both those two fighting it out right there. Pappas right behind him, and they're going to try to attack from there. And here comes Mouse up the middle, too. So they're going to go to that 3-2 like we were talking about before. That was
the best tactic so far. But 4 guys from the Chinese team is waiting for them inside the primary boss with Sakla in the pit. Here they come. A lot of grenades going on. Here they got flashing the big hut. And Neo and Pops from the balcony takes down Sakla. Alex takes down TK. Mick. Oh, they're switching out. They're too fast for me. It's a 2-on-3 here. For the Chinese, they have to get the job done. The bomb is inside the bomb plant. He's not planning. He's not planning yet.
And maybe that's a tactic to stall here. I don't know, but Alex is going to get
kill
all the way
rotation.
around on the flank because he is doing that. So Blizzard needs to make a decision very quickly. Alex is the key here. We need to rotate to Alex here. He's going to be the key coming from up above.
Oh, look at that. Blizzard taking that jungle 1-on-2.
There he gets one.
Blizzard 1-on-1. Bomb is down. Paps know where he is. He's going after him.
Oh, he's up there quick, though. Here it is.
Oh, Alex
wow.
takes him down. Well played round from Alex. Oh, well, a little bit of a breather there. Now 15-13 total score, and this is going to go right down the wire.
wNv had to win that round, and they did. They picked it up. I could hear the screaming from here as the crowd went kind of nuts. And now the team, little bit of a breather if you're them. You kind of go, wow, we got past that first one. But you can't have a letdown here. You're still on the brink. If Mouz can win this round, they can put it out of reach and win the match.
Look at this jungle in a good position once again. Head-to-head action with Roman. But let's see here. Jungle in a position behind the box, trying to move and get back up from Mick.
No, it looks like both guys are going to back off there. Neither person, but I bet damage was shared pretty good there as Mouz continues to play very slow. They let Roman do a lot of the probing. He'll go attack an area, then he'll back off, then he'll attack another area, and then back off, and then the rest of the Mouz kind of decides, all right, we'll attack this area now.
I had to hold my breath there for a second because I was waiting for the kill between Mick, Alex, and Roman, who was going to get the job, or Jungle, sorry, who was going to get the job done, but nobody was coming up with the kill here. Now, once again, that tactic about TK takes down Blizzard. The bomb is down on the balcony.
And he flashed his own teammate with his death right there, so he's basically done for. And that leaves Papist and Roman over there. Neo bomb down up there and 5-on-3 situation. That is not good odds for Mouz. Again, like we talked about, if you get the first two guys to die, it's about a 90% chance of winning. So Mouz in a very poor, bad odds right now of winning this round.
What I would do at this point is that I would actually have Paps and Roman going back to the other bomb spot, fake that bomb spot, get the rotation, and plant the bomb in the big bomb spot.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to have that much time to do that kind of a maneuver. 26 seconds left, 25 seconds left, and I bet you Mouz is just going to save this round out and buy for the next round.
Oh, that's a very interesting analyze, and you might be right on that because wNv, we don't know their money situation. We don't know the Mouz Sports money situation. So we're just going to see if they're going to camp out. Yeah, 7 seconds left of this round. Another round for the Chinese. It's going to come down to the last round and see if the Chinese can get the job done and tie the game and take the game to overtime.
Yep, that's exactly right. And we will have overtime.
5 guys alive. So they're going to be stacked for the last round.
And we will have overtime if this does go to overtime. It's quarterfinals match, single elimination, do or die. We will get to see an overtime if there is one. So stick and stay. Don't be running away like we've seen. A lot of the other matches have been overtimes and they just stay at a draw. We will not get that here, so stick and stay.
Look at this jungle playing very aggressive in the middle together with Sakura. Interesting tactic. A lot of nades in the middle. Well played from the Chinese. Also grenade action from the small bomb spot. They got to be hurt there down in the middle.
Yeah, and Mouz isn't staying there too much. I think they need to either rotate, get out of there. That's too much of a danger zone right there. They need to go to the banana or spread out and go back over to the other bomb site. And here they go. They're stacking up to go to that main site.
Very interesting here. On the small roof, boosting up is Mouz Sports.
Yeah, there you go. Nice jump.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen Complexity do that once before, but you're basically stuck right there. They need to fall back now and let him pick.
And they already hurt.
They need to fall back right now. The rest of Mouz needs to fall back and let him stay up there and pick one as they come back. But now they're going to attack there. You're basically worthless. That doesn't help you up there now.
I would like to go aggressive on the small bomb spot if they're playing defensive. I always prefer, look at this overview. It's great here. As you can see, a lot of flashbang. Oh, they missed the flashbang on the Chinese. But Roman takes down Alex. Good position here from Mouz Sports. Mix needs a fast rotation. They're coming after him on the bomb. So he rotates back to the side hallways. Good position for Mouz Sports. 5 guys alive, but the bomb planted. Looking very tough situation here for the Chinese.
Not much to shoot at for Jungle there. He's pretty blind at the moment. And now we've got basically the entire team for wNv sitting outside the bomb site, collecting in order to attack. But they've got 5 guys from Mouz to attack through.
3 guys on the side hallways. TK in the middle, moving up fast. Here they go. Jungle leading the attack with Mick. TK takes down Neo. Gore takes down TK. Blitzen
there it is. It's over.
It's over. What a great game we were watching.
Great game by Mouz. We thought that was going to be just a complete domination by Mouz, but guess what? wNv comes back, makes a game of it, makes more than a game of it, almost ties it up.
Look at that reaction.
And
they're very happy
there you
about
go.
that.
Look at the crowd. Extremely large crowd. A lot of Mouz supporters you can see in the background back there, and they're happy.
I can see back there a former manager of mine. It's the Freaks for You management behind the Mouz Sports team was Jens Anderson. He was very happy about that victory. He was screaming and really looking excited.
And the lady's giving Mouz a time. That's the announcer lady for ES World Cup. But yeah, well, hopefully they'll probably get an interview up there. We'll get a chance to sit here and talk about the match a little bit more. And I think it was a great opportunity to see how good wNv was. And I was impressed by their aim. Even though they lost, definitely a very well-skilled aim-wise team. And wNv cannot...
Big hand for these guys.
Yeah, and they can't... You can't really say, you can't say too much negative about it. They definitely played very, very well. They had a chance to win this tournament, and a lot of people talking about that. But to be honest, I didn't think they had the whole package that was necessary to win a tournament like this, a big international tournament. And Mouz moving forward, I still think they're one of the best teams here. I think that even though they lost against Complexity, that was their worst map. If they can avoid facing somebody again on Nuke like that, they could definitely move forward.
We're
and win
watching
this
a small
tournament.
interview here with Paps. Unfortunately, we don't have that sound feed here, but it looks like they're very happy. The Chinese looks very disappointed, but they should not be disappointed, as you said.
No,
with this,
they played extremely well.
Achievement here. Big hand for them.
I think they deserve all the credit for putting together a heck of a match. They definitely played very well throughout this tournament. A huge step forward for the Chinese scene in this entire tournament. They have to be very happy with their results and be ready for the next tournament. Come back, keep watching those demos, keep practicing, keep working on those tactics, and then come back and really continue to show improvement.
Very well played, round. And Blizzard, we were talking about his mistakes early in the game, and he really made up for it in the end.
He had a big round there at the end that really helped them out, really turned the corner.
Very important round. You cannot take that away from him, as he came out big with 2-3 kills in the last round.
Yep, big time play by him, and there you get a chance to see him really well, answering some questions from the ES World Cup staff.
And for those who have not been following all the action here today, we have been watching the quarterfinals between the Chinese wNv and Mouz Sports, and it was a great game for them. And we're going to have a short break from VBcast, and you can watch all the replays during the night, and we will be back to you tomorrow with a lot of great action coming up.